Okay, 2007 Mercury Mariner, Ford product. Tie rod in. I don't know if you can. Let me see if I can get it. It's not supposed to do that. Hopefully you can see that. All right, we're gonna crack this jam nut right here loose. Then we'll get a measurement from the center here to some spot here on the shaft. So when we put the other one on, we can get as close as possible, and then we'll, of course, take it for an alignment, and then they can do it for good. But yeah, we'll once we get the this loose, we'll be able to check the inner tie rod as well, and we'll go from there. Yeah, you can kind of see why this one failed. The boot here is seen better days, and it's probably not been greased for a while. So grease your tie rods. All right, you'll see I crank the wheel all the way to the right just to get access. Some tie rod ends you'll see they'll be on the front. These are on the rear, so I kind of turn it to get easy access to this. But for the Mercury Mariner, I think it's 15/16 or either what is it, 24 millimeter. I'm gonna probably need 2 hands for this, but maybe I should go get the tripod. Oh, look at that. That's not supposed to do that. Crazy. All right, it definitely needs to come this way. Let me change hands here. Should get a tripod for this. Sorry for the jerking. There we go. Guess you may have missed that. All right, we just wanted to crack it loose just a little bit. We've got this cotter pin here and the castle nut down here at the bottom. Kind of hard to do this one hand, but eventually I'll get frustrated and go get the tripod. Let's see if I can get it from back here. Oh yeah. We'll throw it down in here for now. The new one came with the one. All right, let me get a socket with the impact to get that off. All right, so 11/16. Watch your ears. Yep, I should have put it on there first, I guess. All right, we're gonna put this nut back on here so we can hit it with a hammer. We'll get it kind of. Some people take and turn this nut upside down. I'm just going to put it at that because I don't think this is, I believe we probably will be able to get it out with not much effort. Normally they take, say, and you hit that right there. I'll mute this. That doesn't work. I think it's rusted on there. Pickle fork. Oh, sometimes you just have to hit it harder. All right, let's take this nut off. No damage. There we go. And there it is. Now it's glory. All right, we don't want to turn that. We want to keep that there so we can get a measurement from, we'll get a center mark, or maybe let's get the new one and compare the size, make sure they're the exact same. Oh yeah, I said I checked the inner eye. This, the inner is bad as well. You shouldn't be able to, it should be stiff. So we need to go and replace this, the inner one too. And I can actually feel some, I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, so we need to replace the inner on here as well. All right, let's go get that and get set up for that. All right, to get the inner off, we're gonna have to take this boot off. There's a clip on this side that I think you can just squeeze here. I may have to get different pliers. Actually, a real set of pliers to these needle nose. Oh, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. that kind of like work that back and forth a little bit. So it'll slide off. There we go. Oh, it's like a little groove. It goes down in right there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, that's better. All right. Now there's a clip all the way back there in the back. Let's see if I can get you the good shot of that. Yeah, well, I think it's that clip right there. We'll have to see about that. And I believe you can see that clip like right. Let's see if I can get the. It's like right at the tip of this. Let's see if I. Yeah, it's like right there. If I can get the focus. What we'll do, we'll take and stick a screwdriver in that, and yeah, there it is. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's a clip there. You have to put this. I don't have replacement clips, so we're going to have to try and be gentle with this. I don't think we're going to be able to reuse it. I'm going to have to go to the auto parts store and get a replacement. Plus, the screwdriver is not really long enough. All right, let me put the camera down. I'll show it to you after you get it out. All right, so that clip is, I guess, still back here. But here it is right here. I got the boot off. But you see that clamp, it just basically comes apart when you stick a screwdriver in that little notch there. And the clip comes apart. So it's basically a one-time use clip, so I'll have to go to the auto parts store and get a replacement for that. I don't think you can put it back together and use it, so we'll need a couple of those because I think we're going to go ahead and do both sides. The tie rod on the other side is have been replaced before because it's got a grease circle on top, and this is probably the factory one because it doesn't have a new one. Have one on it, that is, and see the replacement actually has a grease circle on there. So, all right, so I've got a tool to, what we'll do, we'll have to end up taking this, the end off so we can slide the boot off, and there's a tool you insert over the inner tie rod nut there to be able to turn the whole thing to take it loose. All right, we'll be back in a second. All right, I've done a crude measurement. I've got a mark here on the end, or the center of the tie rod here, and then I've got a mark on the shaft here, and you can't really see. And I've arbitrarily picked a number of 7 inches so that I can get it back to roughly the same length. So I can get a measurement to be able to set up the new one so it's the same length. And so we can get it pretty close before we take it to go get an alignment. I was thinking I could, if I didn't need to do the inner, I could probably get away with that alignment by getting more precise on this measurement to here to here. But it doesn't look like, with replacing the inner one, I'm not sure how close I'll be able to get it, but we'll see. All right, so I'm basically just turning this to get it off. All right. Oh, now it's stiff. Well, no, it's just resting there. And we'll take this nut off so we can get the boot off. Can't believe that kit didn't come with the, I guess that's what I get for going on Amazon and buying a, came from Detroit axle. I thought it would have had everything it needed, but it did come with a new cotter pin. All right, so this is a vent tube that connects both boots together, and I guess it came out of the other one on the other side. So when we put that back in there, we'll have to reinsert it to the other boot. But, you can see there's the inner tie rod. All right, let's get set up with this new tool I got so we can see if we can crack this loose. First attempt to remove this inner tie rod for me failed because it is completely smoothed. This tool that I purchased basically has a, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got notches where you put these, you can slip these little brackets over the flat spots like it is on the new one. I tell you, doing this one hand, I tell you. Well, there we go. All right, so the new one has flats on it. As you can see, it's kind of square that a tool like this would slide over it, slide over those flats. And then this tool here would actually slide over top of that. And then you put your ratchet in that and be able to turn it. Well, this is completely smooth. This is the factory one, I guess. And I did a little search, and there is a tool that looks just like this, but instead of having these cutouts, it has set screws, about 3 set screws in here that you can basically put that over, slide it over top of it, and tighten those set screws in it, and then you can put your ratchet on top of there. So looks like I'll need to go get a new tool. They didn't have a tie rod tool that I was talking about with the set screws with the other one, so this is the only thing I could find local. This is kind of like, I guess you're taking it bolts around this guy here, and then you're able to stick an extension with a socket. It just seems like it's going to be, I'm going to end up breaking the extension off, but we'll see. I'll get it. I'll put the camera down, or either put it on this tripod here I brought out here, so y'all can stop taking Dramamine while you're watching my videos, and hopefully you won't get seasick. And we're going to take us out of this package, and then get that in there and tighten it up and see where we go from there. Loosen this guy up. We'll slide it on there and see what happens. It seems like it's going to be too big for this, of course. Yeah, I don't think this is going to get small enough, but we'll see. Yeah. I don't think that's as small as it's going to be, so I guess, well, that was, I guess, third time would be the charm. Oh well, too big.